Here we go again. So I'm quickly getting out as much Doctor Who videos as I can this week. So we're now on Thursday, the 29th of May. We have the Reality War, the part 2 of the grand finale of Doctor Who Season 2, or Season 15, however you look at it. Is Ncuti regenerating? Is he not? Is it an open-end regeneration? Blah, blah, blah. So I've got this is kind of like my last of the theories, the rumors, what I think, blah blah blah. So let's get into this, right? So according to Reddit, the Doctor Who News Reddit forum page thing, I love the Reddit ones. I really do. I love the Reddit rumors and leaks of my sister's brother's dogs, babysitter's nanny, baby daddy says this and works at the BBC and has spoke to Ncuti Gatwa personally and he's told him this. Fucking stupid. But do you know what? This latest one is pretty plausible. So obviously we've had speculation, rumours, leaks, confirmations, this, that, and the next thing. Well, not confirmations, you know what I mean, but the insiders who have said, I can't say much, but there's several different options that the BBC have set in place for this Saturday, for the end of the reality war. I've also got a little tweet from Daniel RPK, Daniel Richmond, who's also chirped in on the Doctor Who shenanigans. So we'll go for the Reddit one first, right? So yeah, there's been rumours that Ncuti Gatwa has shot two endings, possibly three endings, we don't know. Certainly two anyway. One where, as I've said so many times, he flies off into TARDIS and says, see y'all next time. And there's one where he regenerates. And then there's possibly one where he regenerates. And so the second one is he regenerates, fades to black, and that's it. Open-end regeneration, much like Jodie Whittaker's. And then there's another one where we have the 16th Doctor right there, and it is supposedly... We'll talk about who she is. Familiar face. I've seen this rumour of who she is, the 16th Doctor, for a while now, for a few weeks now, maybe a month or so. And I've been like, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. I'm not doing a video. Nah, not interested. It's just stupid. I wouldn't hate it. It would be very full circle. 20th anniversary of NuWho. Very full circle if she was the next Doctor. But I think more now I'm like, it could be. There's a lot of buzz around her name. So anyway, so we'll read this thing anyway. So we'll read these Reddits. So this comes from Doctor Who News. It's posted in the Doctor Who News Reddit forum thing, and it's Fluid Bell 895. Doctor Who finale report / rumour. There are currently two alternative endings, and it does say just a rumour. So take everything with a pinch of salt. Salt be the shit out of this one. After compiling all of the leaks, researching the validity of the source of each leak and cross-checking it with reliable sources on Gallifrey Base and the Doctor Who leak Discord. I've never heard of any of them before. I've never been on any of them, but hey ho. I and a few others are now sure that two brackets or maybe three endings of the season 2 finale currently exist following reshoots in February. February. And everyone who seems to know anything is still not 100% sure which way it will go. So they don't know. Like, so they've pretty much said it. They don't know, but this is supposedly the options that they've gathered together, being like, right, this is all the information, all the research, and it comes down to this. So option A, and they put in brackets, most likely. The reality war ends with the 15th Doctor regenerating into the 16th Doctor, who will be, in brackets, more than likely, played by Billie Piper. So, what really added fuel to that fire, to that fire of Billie Piper being a Doctor, is there's been so many chat of my sister said that she knows that the blah blah blah, this, that, and the next thing. But an image supposedly showed up. I mean, I say supposedly, I have seen it. There's an image online via Disney Plus of like their presentational thing of the next few months, few years or whatever. And there's an image of it that has like it's like a shot like that. Pretty much similar to the Day of the Doctor, when it's like you know, all 11 Doctors. No, sir, actually all 12, or whatever the line was, and it shows you just a shot of Peter Capaldi's eyes. Similar to that, and it looks as if it's like Billie Piper's eyes and the kind of glowing regeneration beams coming out of them, as if she's just kind of like finishing her regeneration. And there's been so many people being like, that's from a TV show, blah, 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 that's actually actress, da, 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 da. So, yeah, it probably isn't Billie Piper. But there's a hell of a lot of, as I've said, fuel to the fire when it comes to Billie Piper as the next Doctor. So, Billie Piper is clearly fan favourite. I don't know. I mean, this could all be lies. You know, Salt Bay the shit out of all this. Everything could be lies. I cannot wait till Saturday comes and Ncuti Gatwa does fly off into the TARDIS, and it's just like, well, there we go. Bullshit. But there'll still be people who will be like, yeah, but the BBC had multiple options, so they've obviously just thought, we'll just go for Ncuti Gatwa. So technically my source was right. Anyway, option B, brackets, wouldn't be surprised. The reality war ends with the 15th Doctor regenerating before the screens fade to black, leaving the regeneration as open-ended. Now, I think, if anything, that's my most likely option, should it happen. You know, like I said, I don't hate the idea of Billie Piper being the 16th Doctor. I think they should give an actress another go at playing a female Doctor. I really do. I think so. But I don't know. Option C, brackets, unlikely. And of course, there is always the option that Ncuti doesn't regenerate at all, but given the accuracy of previous leaks, I have my doubts this will happen. So he will regenerate. I've seen other reports / rumours, including speculation from Andrew. I don't know who this Andrew is, but he must, on the money when it comes to leaks and all that kind of stuff. That up until a month or so ago, the BBC were still undecided on what ending bracket out of option A and B they wanted to use. So it will really be interesting to see which one they go with. Now, the fact that, this never happened before, the fact that there is actually rumours that there's actually options of what to do with the finale, whether the Doctor leaves, the Doctor stays, it's an open-ended regeneration, is very, very... My bum hole's doing this. Oh! Every time I see all this stuff, I think, oh no, because I love Ncuti Gatwa. I don't want him to leave, but he is becoming a big name. He was already a relatively big name prior Doctor Who, so I get it. But at the moment, it seems the leaker consensus is that they have chosen to go with option A, in brackets, Billie Piper as 16. Especially since the Billie stuff came from Andrew, who has got everything, capital letters, everything right so far. So, going off of that one, let's go to Daniel RPK's tweet. The original ending of Doctor Who S2 Season 2, before the reshoots, was the Doctor, Ruby, Belinda, etc. are all having a big party, brackets, think Amy and Rory's wedding. Everyone's dancing. The Vlinks is a DJ, that's fucking brilliant. I like that. Susan is seen overwatching them from afar, which would have been the cliffhanger leading into season 3 or S3. But the original ending of Doctor Who S2 before the reshoots was the Doctor, Ruby, Belinda, etc. all having a big party. Now, let's talk about that, because an Image, Disney Plus are up to their old tricks again, because they seem to be kind of releasing clips and snippets and images of the next episode of Doctor Who, before the BBC even release shit about Doctor Who. So there's an image that clearly it's from the reality war, showing the Doctor and Belinda having a fucking ball at a party. Amy and Rory wedding style. Now, that picture could have been the finale that was before the reshoots. But why would Disney Plus in Germany, I may add, release that as a wallpaper on their platform? Now, it's got fans speculating the shiz out of this one that we possibly have. It's possibly been spoiled that Ncuti Gatwa is not leaving at all. Or this might be some dream sequence or another segment of Wish World where, I don't know, but I'm kind of thinking that you've kind of spoiled it for us guys. Ncuti Gatwa is clearly not regenerating. But who knows? Comment down below what you think of this last final video, hopefully, of all these shenanigans in regards to what's going on with Doctor Who. I mean, look, at the end of the day, we're now 2 days away from the finale. I think now, yes, rumours and leaks are going to be revving up over the next 48 hours. You know what I mean? Because there was already one where the reality war had supposedly been fully leaked online, the full episode, so stay away. It's not. It's bullshit, right? And I know now, someone is going to be in the comments being like, here's the link here. Please don't. But yeah, what do you guys think? Like I said, we're now 48 hours away from the finale. We're going to find out one way or another in 48 hours what's happening with Ncuti Gatwa. Or say 48, it's like 51 hours. We're going to find out, right? Has it all came to an end for this man? Or is it going to be one big massive fuck you to the leakers and the bullshit negative comments? I'm staying, bitches. Granted, there is no season 3 yet. Granted, there is most likely going to be a year or so hiatus. I have an idea for one more video. Oh, a la Stephen Moffat and Peter Capaldi style. So yeah, thanks for watching and goodbye.